Linda Carty's life is hanging by a thread. The 51-year-old Briton's on death row in the US over the abduction and murder of a 25-year-old woman whose newborn baby she was allegedly trying to steal. The grandmother was convicted in 2002 after a trial which campaigners say was catastrophically flawed. Now comes the last-ditch attempt to save her life. A video plea on her behalf will be submitted to the Supreme Court alongside the appeal from her legal team and a document from the British government outlining its concerns over her sentence. Linda maintains that she's been framed. Her court-appointed trial counsel heavily criticised. Jerry Guernot is the lawyer with the most number of clients sentenced to death in the US.
And I thought that I would have, an expert or a competent attorney. I met this guy for less than 15 minutes once. Less than 15 minutes. He never bothered to show up, never bothered to contact my family, never even sent anyone to investigate the crime scene.
Her appeal lawyer, Michael Goldberg, was shocked when they saw how Linda had been represented.
Once we got into the case and I saw what had happened to her in the trial, or really what didn't happen in terms of no defense, I just became outraged. And I've got to tell you, I come from a perspective of I believed in the death penalty. So this was not a case where I took this case on because I hate the death penalty. It's just this case was so outrageous that it got our whole team just wanting to devote ourselves to get her a new trial.
Jerry Guernot failed to inform the British consulate of Linda's predicament despite being required to do so. Paul Lynch, the British Consul General in Texas, acknowledges this as a terrible failure.
In my view, it made a material difference to the outcome of this case. If we had been allowed and given the opportunity to support Linda Carty, if she'd been given all the support to which she was entitled and deserved, we would not be sitting here having this conversation. Something entirely different, I believe, would have happened at that trial, and Linda Carty would not now be facing a death penalty.
If this appeal fails, then Linda could be executed within months.
If I have to die, I pray that my family and my mom, especially my daughter, will not look and not feel ashamed of their daughter or their mother because I was guilty, but realize that the state of Texas has failed me.
Until then, she can only wait and hope for a miracle.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound